Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your spiritual gifts reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Cancer. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear this message. So Cancer, my intentions for this reading is to ask Spirit of your gifts, what you were naturally born with, what you had imprinted in your spiritual DNA code, and how you can bring it to this world, how it serves your purpose in this world. And I do believe that we all have our own paths and our own way to go about it, so I want to give advice and insight to those who are trying to find their path or how to move forward on their path with this reading. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what Spirit has to say for you guys. I'm first going to do a mini meditation with my sound bowl here to clear and set the energy, but if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here joining me now, thank you so much for joining me. It does help me connect with your energy, and I'm just going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in and ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions of your gifts, of what you have that's working for you, what your purpose is, and we'll take it from there. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the reading and energy of Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and see what your gifts are, how you're meant to use them, how you can move forward in your path that is serving your higher purpose. So tell me about Cancer's gift, Spirit. What is Cancer gifted with? What has Cancer been gifted with? What energy, what power, what source? Ooh, you guys got the links. Keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see other secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Cancer, some of you guys, I'm already feeling Heyoka empath energy. And if it's not exactly Heyoka empath, then you are the one that sees beyond the surface. You are the one that gets to the very essence of someone's soul. When you first meet them, when you start to get to know them, you read energy like people read books, okay? And I think that some of you guys are starting to really understand your need for solitude. Even if like you kind of grew up thinking you're an extrovert or feeling extroverted, and you very well can be, you also need that balance of purifying yourself, because you could absorb energies. You can absorb negativity, or if someone does realize that you are a very powerful healer or a very wise person to go through with problems and issues, they may unknowingly kind of leak their energy onto you, and it kind of throws you off, Cancer. So don't apologize for when you need to put your phone on silent, when you need to, cancel on plans because you feel spiritually, psychically overwhelmed, because that will kind of cloud your discernment that you're so gifted with. But let me get back to the Heyoka empath. So the Heyoka empath, from what I understand, is someone that through their behavior, through who they are, reflects a wound or reflects an insecurity onto someone that is meant to be exposed through interacting with you, through meeting you. So Cancer, that's a hard energy to have, because people may not be ready to see that. And people may, blame you or hold you accountable for their own crap that has nothing to do with you. I do kind of pick up on, similar to Scorpio's energy, but a lot more intense, like jealousy, people that, you know, just already incense your energy and that you are showing them something that they don't want to see within themselves. They try to start talking about you, gossiping about you. But Cancer, they're powerless. They're powerless in the fact that whatever they say or do cannot really affect you, cannot really bring you down in the way they were hoping to. Because you are very strong in who you are. You're very strong in your knowing. And I do feel you've always had these gut feelings about people and situations since you were a child. And there maybe have been people who accused you of being difficult, accused you of being picky, but you just saw through things that people took a long time to see. And I think through that conditioning of being like, oh, you're just too sensitive. Oh, you're just being picky. Oh, you just don't like this person. You were, for a very long time, challenging your own intuition or second guessing your own intuition. But Spirit wants you to know now that you are always onto something. Sometimes it's good news, right? Like, I really like this person. They have a great energy and you're absolutely right. But even during those times where you're like, I don't know, should I give them the benefit of the doubt? I have a bad feeling about this. You are usually right, Cancer. And I think that's something now that you are starting to tune into and starting to accept and not starting to deny anymore or allowing yourself to deny it just because other people don't see it, other people don't understand it, other people don't get it. Wow, okay. Tell me more about Cancer's gifts. The artist, Venus. Oh, some of you guys are very creatively talented. Whether you are a great painter, photographer, writer, you're great with, you know, home design, with cosmetology, with, you know, construction, statues. Like, you have a gift that you can express to this world. And maybe some of you guys really connect with Fox energy as well. And maybe have strong Venus placements, or you could have a Taurus, Libra rising, Taurus, Libra moon. Venus doesn't have to be the case, right? But it says, I create my vision, creative, visionary, imaginative, idealistic, connective, harmonious, passionate, receptive, reverent, and spiritual. See, this is the thing, Cancer, like, because of your energy and how you kind of highlight insecurities or wounds within other people, they may think you're up to something, or they may think like, I don't know, just put like some sort of bad reputation on your name just because you have that natural tendency to reflect onto other people, but you're coming always from a good place. You are someone that wants to create harmony, wants to create the peace, that has a loving heart. And honestly, Cancer, some of you are just very good looking naturally, and people just don't like that, simply, okay? They have a, especially with Venus energy, they have an intimidation or a nervousness around your physical looks. That's something, you know, that again is highlighting an insecurity within themselves. But you guys are definitely meant to put beauty into this world. And when you sense negativity or danger, you're meant to maybe even whistle blow it, call it out, so it can kind of rebalance the world in a way to create more harmony, to create more peace within your direct environment, your direct community, within your family line, or even on a grander scale. For some of you that have big ideas, big visions of how to help the world and how to make the world a better place, even through your work, through your art, through your creativity, because you've seen the worst of the world, I feel, with the Lynx energy. Some of you have been through abuse. Some of you have been through bullying. Some of you have been through very hard things. But you know that there's another side that isn't of that dark essence. And that's the side that Spirit wants you to bring out through your creative work, through the work that you do in any way you can to bring more peace, more love, more healing into the world. And some of you are meant to do it through art, through writing, through creative ventures, YouTube, blogging, I don't know. Something along those lines here are going to help but put it on a grander scale that you're meant to put out there, Cancer. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot. That dive deeper into these gifts. Tell me more about Cancer's gifts this lifetime. What Cancer is meant to do in this lifetime with the gifts. Okay, so first we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, Virgo energy. So you guys are looking for long-term success, long-term stability, long-term security. And you guys want to make that for yourself. You're not depending or relying on anyone else. You want to have your own business. You want to put your name out there. You want to be the one that has their own home, has their own car, pays the bills, be on top. And maybe some of you have gone through some sort of scarcity or poverty or sense of not having everything handed to you. But that's okay, because you know with your hard work, with your dedication, you'll get there. And I think also with the Ten of Pentacles, it's a very strong ancestral card for me. So you do have the power of the ancestors on your side, the ancestors that are noticing the generational curses, trauma, cycles that they want to help you break out of so it no longer affects the line. Then we have the Six of Swords. Aquarius energy. Yeah, I do feel you are meant to bring ideas out there that helps kind of soothe any tension, soothe any wounds. You are meant to show the light in the dark in all things, but guide it back to the light again. But you will not be dishonest. You will not, bite your tongue just so it can appease other people. You will call things out if you need to. And it's always coming from a good place. You're not doing it out of spite. You're not doing it out of vengeance or anger like people have accused you of before. You're doing it because you know if you were to bring it out there, there could be a chance that this will help someone become more conscious, more aware, and want to do better. Not that you're perfect yourself, Cancer. You definitely have been through your own stuff and your own wounds and your own cycles to heal, but you just can't stand it when someone isn't being real and honest about their current situation or how they're behaving. And you're the type that will say what you need to say and move forward with that being said. Like I'm seeing that meme or that gif of Iyanla Vanzant. Oh no, it's not Iyanla Vanzant. My goodness, it's Nene Leakes from maybe Iyanla. You guys used to watch Iyanla Fix My Life or something like that, or have seen her around recently. But Nene Leakes saying, "I said what I said." Yeah, I think you guys are becoming more confident in what you say and how you express yourself, where before it was very restricted, or you felt like you had to restrict yourself. Queen of Water, Cancer energy, beautiful. Bottom of the deck we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, okay, so let's get into this. Cancer, with the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck, you have had a childhood that has been profound. It is something that you still carry with you, whether it's the good, it's the bad. But I do feel even if it has had negative aspects to it, you have kept a light within yourself, an inner child within yourself that you're working on healing, or that you're working to bring back out again, that couldn't have been brought out of before. You're letting your inner child heal and come out to play and bring that inner child out of other people, the wounded inner child or the creative inner child. You are someone that is letting someone feel safe in expression, in speaking their truth, in being open, in being vulnerable. That's part of the gifts that you're meant to have in this world, Cancer, is to hold that space. And even if you have to give some difficult truths to help them transition out of the shock, the revelation, back into the grace and ease of things again. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards here. Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles for Cancer. Even some of you guys may have come from a family that has always been gifted in something, whether that's spiritual gifts or academic gifts, or even has like their own family business and has made success off of that for some of you. Eight of Cups. Ooh, with the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, you guys, I have something very specific here for some of you. For some of you guys, there was a specific way your family or those who raised you wanted you to be, wanted you to follow, but it was never resonating with your soul. So maybe some of you guys, like your family expected you to go to college, to get the job, to do the 9 to 5, become, something that will pay the bills and be successful, something that they could brag about. But that's not what made you feel alive. That's not what made you feel was in alignment with what you wanted to be. And so I do feel like part of your gift and your destiny is to go a different path. And that could just, even for others of you, if that's not so much the case, of breaking those generational traumas, cycles that, a lot of you, I feel like it was about the image of being that perfect, happy family. And there was so much going under or swept under the rug. And you were the first to kind of call it out, see it, and walk away, or at least start to detach from it emotionally. That's powerful, Cancer. Tell me more about the Six of Swords. The Father. Okay. Some of you guys, there's different messages for different groups of you. You're going to have to decipher what group you're in. Group 1. There has been issues on the father wound. Now, that doesn't mean directly with your father. It could be someone of a father figure. It could be the line of your father, in that essence of the generational curses, traumas. And that's something that you're coming to better understanding of, why that was so wounded, or the significant factors of what happened in that family line that leads them to where they are today. But you are becoming more confident in realizing that there's a different choice you can make, a different foundation that you can build on that isn't from the rubble of your ancestors or from your father's line. Others of you with the Father and the Six of Swords, you are starting to deeply heal and work on the masculine energy. And you are becoming more confident in yourself, more sure of yourself, that you are seeing things clearly. When you call things out and you're getting gaslighted, you know that that is just someone's unwillingness for you to see the truth, for you to understand the truth. You're fierce, Cancer. I think that's something people don't see or don't understand or don't recognize, because I think for some of you, again, you want to keep the environment smooth, easy. You don't like drama. You don't like chaos. But maybe in essence, that was part of what you were raised to be, that people pleaser. And when someone finally sees Cancer come out of the shell, that is fierce, that is serious, that is, I don't know, just some essence that they didn't see coming, then they start to try to separate themselves, or to try to walk away, or to try to distance themselves, but then eventually come back. Cancer, be certain of yourself. Be certain of who you are. Be certain of what you know. No matter how much someone else tries to convince you elsewise. Because you are seeing things accurately. You are seeing things as they are. So sit in that confidence. And don't let others sway you from what you know to be true for yourself. And that is part of the gift that you're diving into and healing within the masculine energy of yourself. You're standing up for yourself. You're sharing information that maybe you haven't felt comfortable sharing. But this is helping others see the power within you, Cancer, that they underestimated. Tell me more about the Queen of Water. The Queen of Water, Cancer energy. So the Nine of Swords, okay. So Cancer, with the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Swords, you are someone that, when you get overstimulated, when a lot goes wrong and you start to have those negative thoughts and negative beliefs, there's a part of your heart that starts to kind of ease yourself, ease your mind, and gets you kind of out of that rotation and that cycle of overthinking, overstressing, over obsessing. I think you guys have started or are starting to master when you are snowballing or starting to feel anxious, starting to feel stressed, and giving yourself that compassion, giving yourself that self-grace, and calming yourself down. And some of you do that for others. When they're going through a stressful time, a hard time, they know they can call you. They know that you will hold the space, that you will be sweet, you will be caring, you will be nurturing. And that is a gift when it's used on the right people, when it's used in the right way. Because I do feel, Cancer, although there's some people who aren't ready to hear what you have to say, there are others that are like, you know what, Cancer will tell me the truth. And Cancer won't judge me, but they'll be real with me. And they'll see me as a human and my flaws and what I'm good at, and help me kind of get out of my head and to feel okay again. That's what you hold, Cancer. What you do for others is so healing. They make you make them feel taken care of. You make them feel, you know, that they can open themselves up to you, with the ones that do trust you, with the ones that do see your good intentions. I feel like some of you guys have like a best friend from childhood that can always rely on you. You've always relied on each other, and you call each other like brothers, sisters, whatever, right? All right, tell me more of Cancer's gifts, what Cancer's meant to do in this world. Some of you guys could be a therapist or just a natural therapist. You always say the right things to calm someone. Your voice is very soothing, Cancer. Okay, tell me more. Be willing to forgive. Ooh. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. Okay, let's talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness is a concept that I feel in the spiritual community is very controversial, because I think some take forgiveness as being, I am accepting what someone did to me. I am okay with what someone did to me or what was happened to me. That is not forgiveness, not in my definition and not how I choose to see it. Forgiveness is always about releasing yourself from the prison of what someone put you through and tries to remain in order for that to impact you in a way to still have a psychic bond, to still have a telepathic spiritual bond to you, Cancer. A big part of cord cutting is forgiving and letting go. So Cancer, some of you guys, this is something you're already aware of, and you do have the powerful essence of forgiveness. And some people, you cut them out for good and you forgive because that's just, they're in their own vibration and their own path that's different than mine. Spirit will take care of it, but I'll do me. Others of you, I do feel, since your discernment is so razor sharp of the true essence of people, again, you have that Lynx energy, right? When you see that there is something good within someone that just needs to take time and growing and understanding, you will give them a second chance, but you don't give them often. You don't give them out like Oprah gives out free stuff, but you do know when someone does deserve a second chance. And that's something that I feel a lot of people feel so thankful for, especially if they were cut out by everyone else, but you were there because you know the deep essence of their core is something that's wounded or hurt, and if it just needs a little bit more time, they could heal and overcome. So I do feel whatever side you're on, and especially with different people, you may treat it differently, but forgiveness has always been something that you have been adept in, that you have come to understand and come to understand how much not forgiving holds you back. And using that as a tool to move forward and move on and to be happier, Cancer, free from the bounds of the past. Tell me more about Cancer's gift, Spirit. Okay, 2 cards here. So we have Teacher. So Libra just got this card. So if you're dealing with the Libra, if you have strong Libra in your chart, I suggest checking out the Libra reading to see if there's messages for you there. But sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Mahakoan Rogowski, Teacher. And then Listen with Manjushri. Wow. So Cancer, you could be clairaudient. And what that could come in different forms and manifest in different ways. Some of you guys communicate with the spirits, communicate with your spirit guides, angels. You hear like whispers of things, or you have conversations within your inner self that are being directed from your higher self, from your angels and ancestors. Some of you guys connect very deeply with music and always find music and songs to be very soothing to your soul. And maybe even some of you guys are musically gifted yourself with this, you know, a singing voice, or you are really good at an instrument. But yeah, Cancer, I think overall, generally, this combination of teacher and listener here, or listen, is that you teach people to not just debate, not just to talk, but to really listen to every perspective, every story that people go through, that there's a lot more than black and white, that there's definitely gray. And to kind of understand those gray situations, those gray factors in people. I think also just you guys can be a teacher for those who are needing to hear the words that could come from your inner wisdom, that can come from your higher self, that uplift them, that inspire them. So you are a messenger of the divine. You are a messenger of spirit, God, the universe, that is very needed at this time. So with whatever way you're willing to express that, through writing fantasies, novels, through, you know, having a podcast, a YouTube channel, your voice is very powerful. And your voice is something that will help inspire others and teach others in the ways that only you can teach it, Cancer, based off of your experiences of what you've been through. There's so many that can relate to you and resonate with you and see you as a motivation to move beyond their own problems or their own generational traumas and curses the way you have, as an example. All right, what advice do you have for Cancer, Spirit? Someone could also be a tattoo artist or have a lot of tattoos, and your tattoos are very well thought of, very powerful in meaning. Something I'm feeling for some of you guys out there. I'm also seeing a hip tattoo as well. What advice do you have for Cancer, Spirit? Number 33, master number 33, and it says, you are healing your heart. Yeah, the heart hurts, but it will mend in time. So Cancer, a lot of you are going through heart healing through, you know, when you were rejected, when you were denied, when you were stifled from speaking your truth, when you didn't feel safe, when you didn't feel welcome. I think a lot of you guys are kind of understanding that there's just certain people who are not awakened to the vibration you are, that are not on the same path as you are, and that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. I think a lot of you guys are starting to accept yourselves, accept your gifts, accept the way you want to live if that's not what your family wanted for you. Accept that you are a special being in this world that provides so much love, that you need to provide yourself just as much love as you give to others. You can't run with your cup dry, Cancer. And I feel some of you are starting to really see when your cup runs dry, and when you still try to give a chance, when you still feel like there has to be forgiveness, right? Whether that's something that was taught to you through religion or generally, like, yes, you can forgive, but be aware of the next steps after forgiveness and how that can heal you, how that can revive you, and how that can move you forward. But Cancer, yeah, you are going through a heart healing. You are going through a heart chakra transformation, and you're going to make out of this just fine, okay? And you heal the hearts of others. You really do. All right, Cancer. I'm going to go ahead and get a crystal card for you guys, and this could be a crystal that Spirit wants you to work with, or that you already have and get a deeper connection with, or if it's expensive, then just call in this crystal energy when you're in meditation, when you're in spiritual need or advice, and use it to your advantage. So let's see, what's a crystal for Cancer? And I'm going to read the excerpt from the book as well, because I think it explains it so beautifully. So you have the Herkimer Diamond, number 46. This is a powerful crystal, Cancer. So let's see what it has to say. Herkimer Diamond Instant Energy. Powerful energy generators that access and release past life information. Herkimer diamonds make excellent shields against geopathic stress and EMFs. This crystal works beyond the physical levels of being to bring harmony to the energy bodies and the soul. Yeah, there's that harmony again. Keep careful note of your dreams as they reveal the underlying causes of your disease. You may be particularly sensitive to EMF frequencies, radioactivity, and detrimental earth energies. You may also be physically sensitive and need to clear a blocked third eye, okay? Check that you are not living on a negative earth energy line. You may be addicted to your tablet or mobile phone and receiving detrimental vibes therefrom. Screen yourself appropriately. Yeah, that's what I was talking about in the beginning of the reading. High vibration, high impact energy can dramatically change your world. Frequency extremely high, chakra all, timing spring, soul path seeing the light. And even on this page, it's 111. So that may be a confirmation you're seeing quite a bit, Cancer. Your birthday could be July 1st, July 11th, June 21st for some of you guys. But yeah, I am really seeing how much your environment has affected you. And some of you guys, it's through past life things, it's through childhood. Some of you guys, it's through, the frequencies of pollution that we brought on as human beings that you are very sensitive to. And it's okay to be sensitive with it. And it's okay to know when you need your space and when you need to recharge, even if everyone is trying to make fun of you for it or say, oh, where did Cancer go? Like, I never hear from Cancer, and try to give you a hard time. You have a different processing of energies that a lot of people don't understand and never will. So Cancer, you need to protect your high vibrating energy and use it wisely. And I think you're in that process of figuring it out. So thank you so much, Cancer, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it gave you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Cancer, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Cancer.